Okay, so I've been building at Hunter's Glade again. um, it's really addictive, actually. It's probably going to have to be the last house that I built there on the PTS because it's actually taking up far too much of my in real life time. So this will be the last one. But before I show you that, I'm here at Grand Topol because I thought I'd just quickly show you the Witches Festival items that are currently on the PTS. Most of them we've had before, like the Haggraven Cauldron with the green flames, which looks very nice. I've actually found I don't really like the style of the Haggraven Cauldron that much. Personally, I find it too big. So, a good thing because I built a creepy house. My new one's not the creepy house. I don't think I'm going to be able to finish that before character transfer. But as you can see, it kind of looks quite cool. If you put it under normal fire, it still gives off the glow. So we have these graves. Very nice. I love them. They're really cool. And the gravestones too, of course, and all of these Haggraven totems and things. But yeah, these graves are good. We've also got a big pumpkin patch. This is all one item. For these pumpkins, not the grave underneath. These are the cutest things ever. If I don't think I can put it under the ground. Okay. Yeah, so these are very cute. Love them. Now we've got these jars, specimen jars. The first one's monstrous, the second one's brain, and the last one is eyes. But as you can see, they're currently broken on the PTS. But I've noticed something. If you go into build mode and highlight something behind it, you can actually see the shape of what they are. So the first one's monstrous remains. I'm not quite sure what that means, but it looks like perhaps it's hands. And then the middle one's brain and the last one's eyes. They move around and everything, so they look really cool. I can't wait to see what they look like when they're not just black. And then yes, we have the scrying basin. I had it before, but I guess these are all going to be coming back when the Witches Festival is released on live. And then I was just messing around here, building stuff, and I created a couple of these gypsy caravans, which I really liked. I was really happy with them. So I've kept one, just because I didn't want to destroy all of them. This was my favourite one, and whilst building this I got the inspiration for the house that I have built in Hunter's Glade, which we'll go through in a second. I do wish we had a tiny building plot so we could just build a little tiny thing like this. I would love that. I would definitely make this my home. I did completely forget about this place though after I started building. I did plan to put one of these outside my big house that I built on Hunter's Glade, but unfortunately I didn't, and by the time I remembered I didn't have enough items left because it's another big one. Like, it's really huge. Not quite as big as the Clockwork house. It's much bigger than the Alid house, which is why it's not completely filled, although it's still more full than the Sijic villa. It is still more full than that. So I will just fast forward now quickly to the house. Okay, here we are at my Redguard house. I want to apologise in advance if my voice starts cracking, like it's really actually going. I think I'm going to lose my voice in the next couple of days. My cold's got really bad. So anyway, this is my Redguard house. It's not quite as pretty as my Alid house was. And it's also a lot bigger. unlike the clockwork one, I don't think it could really have done with being much smaller. I do like these little areas under here. If I had had more items, I would have done something with this. I mean, we should be able to build these big houses, really, in this huge space. It's a shame that sometimes we're a bit limited, but not too limited. I mean, I have done quite a lot in here, and in here I've just put a couple of fountains, just because that didn't use many item slots at all. We have the dining table inside. This is like the main dining area. And it's all set. The table's set with some stuff. Then we have like a little seating area over here with skooma and a little game area over there. Through here we have a kitchen. It's not the fullest of kitchens, but it'll do. We have a red guard grill over here as well. It's where we keep the wood. The fireplaces, I didn't find that the Eleanor ones really matched the house very well. So I tried to build fireplaces that used as little items as possible, so this was the best way that I could think of doing that. We have a bedroom. And another fireplace over there. And with a dye station and a seating area. A little bathroom. Again, it's not overly full because I had to cut back a little bit. But it's not empty either. It's alright. Now this was an awkward little corridor because I ended up having to make this area a bit smaller because there was a big sort of mound in the ground that I didn't notice before I started building. So I had to build around that. So this is a very skinny hallway library, which is alright. Still got lots of bookcases in here. So yes, this is the little library. This is my crafting area. So we've got the crafting stations in here and some little knickknacks on the table. Out here is actually a courtyard garden. So we don't have a roof here. It is essentially a garden. As you can see, there is an upstairs here. Very small upstairs, but there is one. So we go back through the crafting area again. We have a little bit of a gambling area here. The gold and the dice. Okay. We'll go upstairs now. As you can see, not many trees out here. Again, I had to cut back a bit. Reminds me of when I built that house in Cold Harbour and I couldn't put any trees outside at all. It just looked really bizarre. At least there's a few here. And the good thing about Hunter's Glade as well is, like, there are trees that you can't move right back in the distance as well, so it doesn't look too bizarre like in Cold Harbour where it's just a big flat area. Okay, there's not much on the roof. It is the roof after all. Okay, this is like a little chilling out schema area. Lots of cushions and drums and wine. Okay. Now we come to... This is not really much of anything, really, if I'm being honest. It's just a walkway to get to the other side, and you get a nice view of the courtyard from here as well. I quite like being able to see other areas of the house from upstairs. Okay. Now we have... There's just another little gardening area. It's a bit more pretty than the other side. A bit less functional. We only have really a bench here. It's like a nice quiet seating area on the roof. This area is also more covered than the other side. A lot more flowery. So yes, that is my Redguard house. I hope that you enjoyed watching. I've just fallen through some area in the house and now I am stuck. So yes, maybe I should have placed that better. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed and I hope that you have an absolutely wonderful day. Thank you. Goodbye.